Hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Jai and Jerry po. Hello everyone. Kumusta po? Kumusta man ang tanan? I hope everyone is doing fine and well today. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening po. Anong oras man ninyo mapanood ang video na ito. Hello everyone. Maayong adlaw sa tanan. Anyways, kabalo na mo, you know already this setup. Sa mga naka-follow na po sa akin, sa mga followers ko na po dito, alam nyo na pag ganitong setup. Alam nyo na yung topic natin, di ba? Anyways, yes, for this video po, I'm just going to share with you because I still get a lot of messages, especially mga comments in one of my, or in some of my videos actually. They ask me about what is the next step when you get the know what to, or what do you do next after getting the know what to, or after receiving know what to po. So I still get a lot of messages. Every time talaga na nagla-live ako, I do live stream sa YouTube. If you don't know yet, yes, I do live stream sa YouTube po around 7:30 Central Time Zone. That is 9:30 p.m. po sa Pilipinas. But anyways, the time zone will change next month. So it will be around 8:30. So medyo mas maaga na siya sa Pilipinas. But anyway, yes, you can catch me. I do live stream po sa YouTube. And I answer questions. I do, nagtatopic ako ng K1 visa and adjustment of status. And I share my knowledge about it as a DIY filer, K1 visa applicant. Again, I do get a lot of these messages. Ano daw ba yung next na gagawin? If you get know what to, dito ako nakatingin lagi. If you get know what to, ano ba yung gagawin sa TikTok, sa YouTube, every time na mag-live ako, nakaka-receive ako ng questions. This is like always present talaga. So I decided to just do a video para at least mapaliwanag ko rin siya ng maayos. And for those that haven't joined my live, and also sa iba na makaka-discover ng channel ko. Discover though. Sa ibang makaka-discover po ng channel ko, they will hear it as well, they will see it, and they will know what to do next. So yes, if you're new to my channel and if you're a K1 visa filer, mag-subscribe na po kayo right now. Mag-subscribe ka na, i-click mo na yung subscribe button. Click the bell button as well to get notified every time na mag-a-upload po ako ng K1 visa or any videos about K1 visa and adjustment of status, para at least updated ka, lalo na ngayon na bagong presidente na, may mga andami ng pagbabago sa mga processes ng visa right now. So yes, mag-subscribe ka na. Please like this video as well and help me share this video sa mga kakilala niyo po na mga K1 visa applicant din, para at least mas marami pa tayong matulungan. Just a quick intro if you're new here. My name is Jai. Hello. Welcome to my live. Sana sasabihin ko. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jai. I am originally from the Philippines, but I live now in Pensacola, Florida po. I got here 3K1 fiancé visa, and I am a green card holder under 2 years conditional. If you don't know about 2 years conditional, you can find the explanation right here on this video here. So yes, I am a DIY filer. Ako lang lahat nag-process ng documents ko. Kami lang ni asawa nag-apply. Early next year, mag-a-apply na po ako ng removal of conditions. So, subscribe to my channel now para alam nyo rin po yung mga gagawin, yung mga processes pa na pagdadaanan nyo as a K1 visa filer and a lawful resident soon dito po sa US. So, Ms. Jai, ano nga ba yung gagawin? What is the next step to do when you receive know what to? Ano ba yung proper way? Ano ba yung tamang step na gagawin when you receive your know what to? Magbubuk na ba ako ng medical? Magbubuk na ba ako ng interview and ng biometrics? Ano ba yung gagawin ko, Ms. Jai? Ano ba yung most proper way? As we all know, pag na-approve na po yung I-129F petition ninyo, that means na nire-recognize po ni USCIS ang intensyon ninyong dalawa to get married within 90 days and live here with your fiancé lawfully. So, pag na-approve na po yung I-129F petition ninyo, don't worry because i-inform po ni USCIS si petitioner, si US citizen petitioner po ninyo na approve na po yung visa ninyo. So for those who are waiting for their know what to, just sit back and relax lang po kayo. Mag-relax lang po kayo. Enjoy the flow of the process because USCIS will really let your fiance know if you got approved, if you got denied, or if you got RFE, request for evidence. If you get request for evidence, that means that USCIS have some documents that they wanted from you. And on the RFE letter, it will specify there kung ano yung kailangan nila. But anyways, once you get approved with your know what to, or once you get approved with your I-129F petition, USCIS will let your fiancé that you got approved. Si USCIS po or si petitioner po ninyo, si US citizen petitioner po ninyo will receive the hard copy of the notice of action on the approval of your petition. So yan na po yung tinatawag nila na know what to. Know what to stands for notice of action. After makatanggap po ng USCIS or notice of action si petitioner po ninyo, USCIS will forward your document to Department of State's National Visa Center. Ito po yung tinatawag nila na DOS. DOS stands for Department of State and NVC stands for National Visa Center. Ano ba yung gagawin ni National Visa Center? So si National Visa Center po will make a case number kung saan po kayo na country at saan kayo mag-embassy na mag-a-apply ng K1 visa. You, the beneficiary. So, yung processing time right now as we speak, February 5 of 2025, from know what to Manila receiving the Manila case number, nasa 5 to 7 weeks po as we speak right now. Sa mga nakausap ko lahat ng mga nagko-comment sa mga videos ko dito sa YouTube and sa TikTok din po na nakakausap ko. Yun po yung time frame right now. Anyway, this is just an estimation but majority right now nasa 5 to 7 weeks talaga from know what to receiving your Manila case number. And very important po si Manila case number because ito po yung gagawin, ito po yung record ninyo na may case na po kayo kung saan kayo mag-a-apply ng K1 visa. So once you receive the Manila case number, you go and log in to Consular Electronic Application Center or ito po yung tinatawag nila na CEAC, ceac.state.gov. Log into this website, use the Manila case number. The Manila case number starts with MNL. Manila case number, K1 FTP, and NVC letter ay iisa lang po sila. NVC letter because it comes from NVC. The name of the form is K1 FTP. Nakalagay po siya sa form. So, iisa lang po sila. And then, mag-login po kayo sa website, fill out a few questions, and then i-check nyo po if it's in transit, at NVC, or ready, or case ready. Pag nag-ready na siya, you can go ahead. The next step is to fill out DS-160. DS-160 po is the K1 or the actual K1 visa application po natin. We, the applicant, the beneficiary, the K1 visa or K1 fiancé visa applicant. That's why we have DS-160. So, mag-fill out po kayo ng DS-160. Approximately, it takes about 90 minutes to finish filling out the DS-160 form. And just a tip to everybody, kasi I hear a lot about this. Mahirap pong i-edit si DS-160. Mag-generate yan ng bagong code, mahihirapan kayo, baka magka-problema kayo when you book for your interview and your biometrics. So just a piece of advice, when you start filling out for DS-160, do it in one go. Do not do it now and then save it and then do it the next day. Kasi ang dami ngayon nagkakaproblema sa pag-log in or re-log in sa website. When they keep telling me that they had a problem about they put in the right information, the email addresses, the security questions, but they're having a problem. It says it does not match. So if you are about to fill out DS-160, I would suggest that you do it in one go. Mag-focus po kayo when you start right now, and it's a lot better to do it on a computer or a laptop kasi mas maganda, mas malaki siya, makikita nyo talaga, mas sasagot nyo siya. So please do it in one go. Start right now and finish it right away. I-prepare nyo po. Check this video right here, how to fill out DS-160. I have the questions, what will be the questions asked inside the form, and also what are the things that you need to prepare before you start para hindi kayo maguluhan. Kasi when you pause on a certain page for 20 minutes, nag-session timeout po siya. That means hindi kayo makaka-proceed sa next step. Pag nag-click po kayo ng next, ang mangyayari po niyan is babalik yan from the start, from the very beginning. So, please click save first before you click next. And then after that, pag nangyari po yan, pag na-click nyo po yung save first before kayo mag-next, tapos nag-time out session siya, babalik siya from the start. You will just have to log in the information that you used to log in, and then it will lead you to the page where you stop. Hindi po siya babalik from the start and mag-fill out na naman kayo from page 1 hanggang sa, I forgot exactly how many page was in there. But anyways, yes, yun po yung advice ko sa inyo. Click save first before you click next, and then do it in one go para hindi kayo magka-problema. So after filling out DS-160 po, the last page will be the confirmation page with your DS-160 code. Picturean nyo po siya, and then may option dyan na send to email. Just to be sure, picturean nyo muna siya, and then click the send to email para at least makatanggap din po kayo sa email ninyo para sure po tayo. And then after DS-160, you can go ahead and book for your interview and biometrics. I have a video right here, how to book using the new portal. Please follow instructions. And also, you can go ahead and book for your medical as well. Please secure an interview slot first before you book and do your medical exam. Kasi when your medical exam expires and hindi pa kayo nakakapag-interview, magre-remedical po kayo, magmi-medical kayo ulit. And you're going to have to pay another 28,650 pesos. And you're going to go through the same process. Pag nag-expire yan, ako, babayad na naman kayo. So please secure. Right now talaga, ang pahirapan po ang pag-book ng interview. So good luck everybody. I hope makabook na kayo ng mga interview slot ninyo very soon. And then when you have the interview slot, go ahead and book for your medical. Medical expires maximum of 6 months. Depende din po if you get under sputum. Pag na-sputum kayo, validity niyan is 3 months. I am not very sure. Hindi ko pa siya na-confirm. They say 2 months na lang daw yung validity. Please enlighten me. Comment down below if it's 2 months or 3 months pag na-sputum ka. Kasi because I know 3 months yung validity if na-sputum ka. If you're under sputum, 3 months. But pag okay naman siya, it's 6 months. So, ang mangyayari, kung kailan ang validity ng medical mo, yun din yung magiging validity ng visa mo. So, that's what you need to do after getting know what to. Yun po yung mga gagawin ninyo, yung step by step and the most proper way na gagawin po when you receive your know what to. So, I hope this video makatulong ito sa iba, mabigyan ko rin ng linaw sa mga nagtatanong dyan, sa mga confused pa rin. Please help me share this video to anyone you know that is processing K1 visa right now para mas marami pa tayong matulungan. So that's it. Yun lang yung chika ko sa inyo, guys. Yun lang ang chika ko sa inyo. And again, please visit my YouTube channel, Jai and Jerry. Go to playlist. Sa playlist po may makikita kayong album title dyan na K1 Visa and AOS step-by-step guide and tips. Nandyan na po lahat. And just a disclaimer, I am not affiliated with any government agency nor working with or as an immigration attorney. I am not a professional or a legal expert. I'm only sharing based on my personal experience po as a DIY filer, do-it-yourself. Ako lang po lahat ng nag-gather ng documents, ako lang nag-submit, kami lang po ni asawa. Kami lang po. So these are just based from my experience and my personal knowledge po as a DIY filer. I still encourage everybody to do your own research. Mas maganda na rin po na meron din po kayong alam. May backup po kayo, di ba? So again, visit the official website of the US visas. That's uscis.gov, travel.state.gov, usembassy.gov.ph, and St. Luke's as well. It's right there. And of course, the ustraveldocs.com. Those are the official website for US visas. So good luck everybody. Let me know if anong filer ka na. Right now, February 5 of 2025, they are approving August 29, 2024 filers. If you are an August 29 filer, or September filer, I think your month is this month. Your month is your love month. Charot lang. Anyways, yes, as of right now, there are approving applications that was filed on August 29. So, I will keep on updating everybody here. So please, again, don't forget to like this video, to share this video, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel para ma-update din po kayo. Good luck everybody, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!